Antonio and old Shylock, both stand forth.
Is your name Shylock?
Shylock is my name.
Of a strange nature is the suit you follow, yet in such rule that the Venetian law cannot impugn you, as you do perceive. You stand within his danger, do you not?
Aye, so he says.
Do you confess the bond?
I do.
Then must the Jew be merciful.
On what compulsion may I? Tell me that.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven. We do pray for mercy, and that same prayer doth teach us all to render the deeds of mercy. I have spoken thus much to mitigate the justice of thy plea, which if thou follow, the strict court of Venice must needs give sentence against the merchant there.
My deeds upon my head. I crave the law, the penalty and forfeit of my bond.
Is he not able to discharge the money? It must not be. There is no power in Venice can alter a decree established. 'Twill will be recorded for a precedent, and many an error by the same example will rush into the state. It cannot be.
A Daniel come to judgment, ye, a Daniel. O wise young judge, how do I honor thee?
I pray you, let me look upon the bond.
Here 'tis, most reverend doctor, here 'tis.
Shylock, there's thrice thy money offered thee.
An oath, an oath. I have an oath in heaven. Shall I lay perjury upon my soul? No, not for Venice.
Why, this bond is forfeit, and lawfully by this Jew may claim a pound of flesh to be by him cut off, nearest the merchant's heart. Be merciful, take thrice thy money, bid me tear the bond.
When it is paid according to the tenor, it doth appear you are a worthy judge. You know the law, your exposition hath been most sound. I charge you by the law, whereof you are a well-deserving pillar, receive the judgment. By my soul I swear there is no power in the tongue of man to alter me. I stand here on my bond.
Most heartily do I beseech the court to give the judgment.
Why then, thus it is. You must prepare your bosom for his knife.
O noble judge, O excellent young man.
For the intent and purpose of the law hath full relation to the penalty, which here appeareth due upon the bond.
'Tis very true, O wise and upright judge. How much more elder art thou than thy looks?
Therefore lay bare upon your bond.
Aye, its breast, so says the bond. But did not noble judge, nearest his heart. Those are the very words.
It is so. Are there balance here to weigh the flesh?
I have them ready.
Have by some surgeon Shylock on your charge to stop his wounds, lest he bleed to death.
Is so nominated in the bond?
It is not so expressed, but what of that? 'Twere good you do so much for charity.
I cannot find it. 'Tis not the bond.
You, merchant, have you anything to say?
But little. I'm armed and well prepared. Give me your hand, Bassanio. Fare you well. Grieve not that I am fallen to this for you. For herein fortune shows herself more kind than is her custom. It is still her use to let the wretched man outlive his wealth, to view with hollow eye and wrinkled brow an age of poverty, from which lingering penance of such misery doth she cut me off. Command me to your honorable wife. Tell her the process of Antonio's end. Say how I love you. Speak me in fair den. And when the tale is told, bid her be judge whether Bassanio had not once a love. Repent, but you that shall lose your friend, and he repents, not that he pays your debt. For if a Jew do cut but deep enough, I'll pay instantly with all my heart.
Your wife would give you little thanks for that, if she were by to whom you make the offer.
These be the Christian husbands. I have a daughter. Would any of the stock of Barabbas have been her husband rather than a Christian?
A pound of that same merchant's flesh is thine. The court awards it, and the law doth give it.
Most righteous judge.
And you must cut his flesh from off his breast. The law allows it, and the court awards it.
Most learned judge. A sentence. Come, prepare.
Goodbye, Bassiano.
Tarry a little, there is something else. This bond doth give thee here no jot of blood. The words expressly are a pound of flesh. Take them thy pound of flesh, but in the cutting it, if thou dost shed one drop of Christian blood, thy lands and goods are, by the laws of Venice, confiscate unto the state of Venice.
Is that the law?
Thyself shalt see the act. For as thou urgest justice, be assured, thou shalt have justice more than thou desirest.
I take this offer then. Pray the bond thrice and let the Christian go.
So, the Jew shall have all justice, soft, no haste. He you shall have nothing but the penalty. Therefore prepare thee to cut off the flesh. Shed thou no blood, nor cut thou less nor more, but just a pound of flesh. If thou cuttest more or less than a pound, be it just so much as he makes it light or heavy in substance, or the division of the 20th part of one poor scruple. Nay, if the scale do turn, but in the estimation of hair, thou diest, and all thy goods are confiscated.
A second Daniel, a Daniel too. Now, infidel, I have you on your head.
Why didn't you pause? Take thy forfeiture.
Give me my principal and let me go.
He hath refused it in the open court. He shall have merely justice and his bond.
Shall I not have barely my principal?
Thou shalt have nothing.
That thou shalt see the difference of our spirits. I pardon thee life before thou ask it.
Do you
For
know?
half thy wealth is Antonio's, the other half comes to the general state, which humbleness may drive unto a fine.
I for the state, not for Antonio.
Nay, take my life and all, pardon not that. You take my house when you do not take the prop. Thou dost sustain my house. You take my life when you do take that means whereby I live.
Ha ha!
What mercy can you render him, Antonio?
These, my lord, the Duke, and all his court,
Said like a true lawyer.
to quit the fine for one half of his goods. I am content, so he will let me have the other half in use to render it upon his death unto the gentleman that lately stole his daughter. 2 things provide more, that for this favor he presently become a Christian. The other, that he do record a gift here in the court of all he dies, possessed unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter.
Shall do this, or else I do recant the pardon that I late pronounced here.
Art thou contented to? What dost thou say?
I am content.
Clerk, draw a deed of gift.
I pray you, give me leave to go from hence. I am not well. Send the deed after me, and I will sign it.
Get thee gone, but do it.
Yeah.